Kruithof. 16 punten vandaag. Lucas, weet je het uit je hoofd? Is dat een career high bij het eerste?
Ja, dat is het inderdaad. Volgens mij was het hoogste hiervoor 12. En dat was ook dit seizoen. Maar dit was de hoogste, ja.
Hoe kijk je terug op de wedstrijd?
Ja, een beetje langzaam begin. Ik denk dat het was close, nog wel tot het derde kwart. En dan op een gegeven moment uitgelopen. Terwijl we eigenlijk daarvoor al gewoon de voet op het gas hadden moeten zetten. En dat had de wedstrijd makkelijker gemaakt. Maar uiteindelijk wel een goede winst.
Is het ook een verdienste van Den Helder dat ze zo goed bijblijven? Want jullie probeerden steeds over die 10 puntjes. En dan kwamen ze weer tot 6, 7. Ze gingen 3 kwarten lang het op en neer, hè?
Ja. Nee, ja, absoluut verdienste ook van Den Helder. Team dat niet opgeeft en een team dat constant 100% gaat. Dus daar lag het ook absoluut aan, ja.
Ik had wat de aanval betreft van jouzelf het idee. Eerst ging je schot lekker lopen, hè? En toen ging je insideballetjes. Toen lukte alles, hè?
Daarvoor, voordat ik voor het laatst inkwam, was ik alleen maar drietjes aan het schieten. En dan op het laatst nog even 2 lay-ups, dat is wel lekker, ja.
Lucas, jullie hebben een hele drukke tijd gehad hè, met heel veel wedstrijden, kleine rotatie. Jullie hebben er over een week nog de wedstrijd tegen Leeuwarden. Snak je al een beetje naar die rustpauze of heb je zoiets van ik zit er lekker in met mijn 16 punten, ik wil gewoon doorgaan?
Nou, pauze kan ik wel gebruiken, ja. Maar nu met Brock erbij, één speler meer in de rotatie maakt echt wel veel verschil uit. En we hebben nu wel goed een beetje de smaak te pakken. Misschien jammer van die wedstrijd van woensdag, maar op zich is het goed gegaan nog.
Laatste vraagje, Lucas. Brock is nu ietsjes langer, hij is nu een paar weken in team. Mag nu ook eigenlijk meetrainen en meespelen en zo. Hoe ervaar je hem als teamgenoot?
Ja, past er gelijk goed in de groep. Een ontzettend aardige lieve jongen. Het is fijn dat hij kan meerdere posities spelen. Hij is groot, hij is sterk. En vooral fijn dat hij zo zijn persoonlijkheid met ons matcht. Dat vind ik, dat is gelijk goed gegaan eigenlijk.
Belooft helemaal goed. We hebben genoten van de 16 punten vandaag. Lucas Kruithof tegen Den Helder. En heel veel succes aanstaande zaterdag in Leeuwarden.
Dankjewel.
Yeah, here with the head coach of Zorg en Zekerheid Leiden basketball, Doug Spradley, after the game, the win against Den Helder Suns. Coach, could you please share your thoughts about tonight's game?
You know, a game like this is always difficult after such a tough road loss on Wednesday, the long trip in the legs. You know, I thought we only did enough to stay ahead the first 3 quarters. I thought in the fourth quarter, then we started to play more as a unit, started attacking better spacing, better execution. Defensively, we picked up the level a little bit, so we were able to raise our intensity level, at least in that fourth quarter, and the difference was to be seen.
Despite, as you mentioned, you didn't really build a huge lead in the beginning, it felt, at least to us, that you were always in control, even in the first part of the game. Did you see it that way too?
Like I said, we did enough to stay in the lead, but if you look at, we had nine turnovers in the first half. I mean, and also some of the turnovers we had in the second half are just unexcusable. You know, those things shouldn't happen with my team, and you know, we got to work on those things. But you know, if a team is always around 6, 7, 8 points, two big shots and they're right back in it, and we got a dogfight. And that's why, for me as a coach, I always trying to get the guys to go from the first minute, not wait and hope and. Okay, we'll make it happen. A lot of times we saw by Joost, you lose a game. Yeah. And guys are tired, yeah, but now they got a couple of days off, and hopefully we'll be ready to go for Leeuwarden.
It seems on this team that, and they need to step up because, you know, you have a small rotation still, even though you have Brock Gardner. But today it seemed like, to me, Roeland was really effective, but also Lucas stepped up scoring-wise. Is that still a surprise for you, or are you now used to this team always finds a way to win, no matter what?
Well, I think you said it exactly. It's a team. You know, it's not a bunch of individuals. We've seen what's more successful, a team or individuals, throughout the European experience and also the season in the Dutch section. So we are a team. It's not. No one cares who scores. No one cares who has a good game. As long as we win, everyone's happy. And of course, everyone analyzes their performance, just like I analyze the team's performance. And we'll discuss with certain players about certain things that they did. But I think this is a complete team. It's there's no superstar. Yeah, you could say TJ maybe because he's the most athletic, but you know, one day it's TJ, one day it's Luke, one day it's Marijn, one day it's Roeland, one day it's Alex. So today it was TJ and Brock that gave us a big boost, and yeah, that's what makes this difficult to play.
Coach, one of the final questions. You had a tremendous game in Chemnitz against the league leading. And that's something in Germany. At Chemnitz Niners, How do you look back on that game? Because it was a true powerhouse. What did you take away?
We did all right in the first quarter, but when you got a team like that, they're so deep, they just keep coming at you at waves, and eventually you're going to get tired. Eventually you're going to start making mistakes, and when you play a team that's so physical like that, then you have to fight back, and then you come to the national section and you got to try to adjust your intensity level, because what you were doing and bumping and everything you were doing on Wednesday is not allowed at this level, which the rules of basketball are the same, so it should be, but they tend to let international, of course, be a little bit more physical, and so we struggled with that a little bit, but all in all, I'm pleased with our performance in the European competition. Considering two foreigners for most of the time, all the injuries we had, I have a lot of respect for my team. No one ever complained. We just buckled down and said no excuses, and that's kind of our motto throughout the whole season. No excuses, no matter what it is, we got to find a way. And so I think we learned a lot from it, and hopefully we can use that experience going into the BNXT stage.
Fantastic, Coach. I heard from your team manager that you're practicing again on Tuesday, I guess. A few days off, and then have a really solid preparation and a final domestic game against Leeuwarden.
Yeah, I mean, we got to use it now. We got to use the opportunity to not get healthy, but to refresh. It's like I said, we were in 22 hours in a bus to Chemnitz and back, and then you got the game, of course. You can't practice on Thursday, so you're still stiff from the bus. So we're able to practice a little bit on Friday. And so now we can take the time and take a couple days off, like we did when we had no European game. We did the same thing, and I thought we came out and played pretty well. So it's a couple days off, play a good game, have a few more days off, get the body right, get the mind right, get the legs right, and hopefully be ready to go come Belgium.
Fantastic, Coach. Looking forward to see you play in Friesland on next Saturday. Good luck. Thanks.
Thank you.
Here with the guard today, also a point guard, shooting guard, Tajion Jones. 20 points against Den Helder in the win. How do you look back on tonight's game?
It was, good game. They was kind of hanging in there with us for the most part of the game, and then we finally kind of buckled down on defense and kind of stretched the lead out like we did at the end. So it was a good game, especially with that crowd tonight. It was a good atmosphere, so I thought it was a really fun game.
What was working tonight for you on offense?
Really taking what they was giving. They was kind of like pressing me a lot, so I was able to kind of get past them downhill, change of pace, shoot a couple floaters. But that's kind of what was working for me today. It changes every game, depends on how the teams are guarding me. So I was able to get downhill and get myself going, and then that kind of relocating for those 2 threes I got in the second half. So just keep moving without the ball or with it.
Coach was telling us that you had 11 hours, one way, and then 11 hours back on the bus against the tremendous game in Germany. A little stiffness on Friday. How did you feel today?
A little tired. That trip was kind of crazy. Like you said, 11 there and back. It's a long way on a bus. I wish we could have flew, but it is what it is. But yeah, I was definitely tired. I tried to stay off my legs on the bus, kind of laid out in the back of the bus, so that kind of helped. But yeah, I felt pretty good today.
Fantastic. I heard from your team manager that within the team they call you TJ, but I'm not even sure if we can call you that as fans, or is that just an inside thing?
I don't mind. I've been called Tay or TJ. I don't mind either or. So if y'all want to say TJ, y'all call me TJ. If the fans call me TJ, I don't care.
Okay, so TJ, I heard you have a birthday coming tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
So what was the tradition within the team? You got to bring snacks on Tuesday, or how does that work?
I don't know. They ain't said
cake.
Yes. Maybe. They ain't said nothing yet, so I might not. But I'll probably bring something if they say I have to bring something. But yeah.
Do you think you get any time to celebrate? Maybe just have a FaceTime with your family, or how does that work?
I was in town today. My brother couldn't come because his passport has some issues at the last second. So it was supposed to be him and my mom coming, but he couldn't come. But my mom's here. She's probably downstairs right now waiting on me. But yeah, she's here, so we're going to do a couple things. Probably go to Amsterdam Monday. We got 2 days off, so do a little sightseeing for her because I've done it. So take her out and do some things, eat some good food.
That sounds like a really nice day to spend your birthday with your loved ones. Yeah. TJ, and then the coach told me you have a little more off, on Monday, just because you had so many miles on you with all the injuries on the European schedule, and then reload for Leeuwarden on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely going to use these off days to my advantage. Stay off my legs, especially when I go out and stuff. My mom, that's just walking around. That'll be good for me. But yeah, definitely get ready. Use this next week to get ready for Leeuwarden and try to get another win and get ready for the Belgium stuff eventually. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a tremendous competition. One final thing, I always ask this to players. It was a huge crowd today, 2,000 plus. Did you enjoy it? Did you feel it that they were there in massive numbers?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially when we kind of went on some runs, you can hear them get real loud and stuff. And I could tell just by looking a little bit, it looked pretty crowded today. So yeah, the atmosphere and the crowd was nice today.
Okay. Well, it's a bit early, but I want to wish you a very, very happy birthday. Lots of quality time with your lovely mother and fantastic days. And then see you again in Leeuwarden on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you.
With the head coach of Den Helder's sons, Mr. Daniel Nelson, after the game against Leiden. Coach, how do you look back on tonight's game?
Yeah, it was a tough game. Most of the game was very close. Strange to say that when it's a 25-point game at the end, 26 points, but I'm happy that most of it was close, but I'm disappointed we couldn't keep our composure in the last 5-6 minutes. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we spoke to your colleague Dr. Spradley from Leiden, and he said more or less the same thing. Den Helder just wouldn't go away. They just kept fighting until the final 3-4 minutes.
Yeah. Well, we're going to come in. We're going to be prepared. We feel better this week that we had a game last week, whereas before we had 2 or 3 weeks without a game. So we had a game under our belts last week, which was also close in parts, but. Yeah, we came in prepared here, but it's a very well-coached team, Leiden, and excellent players. And they could capitalize and finish off of a few of our, let's say, fatigue and just loss of control. So, yeah.
Coach, this is your first year in Holland in the BNXT League. What's your experience, coaching in the league and coaching this particular team in Den Helder?
Yeah, well, first of all, the country, the Netherlands, it's a beautiful place, so really enjoyed that. And to work in Den Helder with such an exciting group of people putting together a new project, I really enjoyed that. But also appreciate the work that's been done there in the past as well. And then in general, the BNXT League is a serious league. It's a top 10 league. I really like being in it. I love the degree of difficulty. It's nice. Yeah.
Coach, you just moved into a new arena in Den Helder, Kwelder Down. I'm hearing lots of good things about it. What's your first impressions there of playing there?
Yeah. Happy we got a win in our last game in Sportland, though. A lot of history and nostalgia. But the new venue is definitely an exciting place. It brings excitement to the city. I think I really like it. Yeah.
One more question, Coach. You have, I think, a game in the final round next week, and then it's on to the Silver League, right? Am I right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we play Joost United, and then the national team break for the window. Good luck to the Netherlands, and then we move into the Silver. Yeah.
So you're rooting not for GB but for Holland at this time?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. For Netherlands. Yeah, for Netherlands. May the best team win.
That's always good. Final question, Coach. What are your ambitions, your thoughts? What do you want to accomplish? Because you'll join 5 Belgian teams, now 6 Belgian teams even, in the Silver Group. What's your thoughts about developing the group, your Den Helder group, further in that part of the competition?
Yeah, that's it. As long as we get games under our belt like this, I think we can hit a nice run in the second half of the season. We've had a lot of sickness and injury, huge amount. Nothing you can do about it. And now we have some games under our belt, and we want to keep increasing our position. We want to keep developing our young guys. And developing our whole team and keep increasing our position. We want to win games, simple as that. Yeah.
Fantastic. Great to have you in the league, Coach Daniel Nelson. Thanks for your time and good luck with the next game.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. Ciao.